Welcome to the Big Movement Podcast. If you're ready to create results and make huge strides in your business, finances, personal development, and health, then you're in the right place. Pushing past excuses and powering through procrastination can be a challenge alone. Here, you'll get the support, tools, and knowledge you need to get to the level you desire in your business and life. Let's get started with your host, Byron Ingram.
And welcome to another episode of the podcast. Today we are talking about investing in yourself, and this is part 3 of an ongoing saga. So when it comes to investing in yourself, it really, and honestly and truly, it goes beyond just attending personal development seminars and reading books to grow in life. The things that people always tell you have to read, you have to increase your knowledge. Because you see, to truly grow, we have to expand this concept that we've been programmed and been exposed to in order to reach new heights in life. Because it all goes beyond just the knowledge we have, because knowledge without it being applied is just untapped potential. So one of the most often overlooked areas, and it's typically under-discussed in regards to investing in yourself, is personal health. You see, our health is what determines how successful we will be. Now, you might be thinking, but I don't need my health to be successful. I can be financially successful. I can have this great career and all these other amazing things. And yes, there will be people in the world who have this high amount of financial success. But take a deeper look and ask, how many of them have the health to enjoy it? Look at the number of people just in your own life that you know that they're successful financially, but they don't have the energy to do what they desire. Think about how many people you see in the world where they get winded if they have to walk up a set of stairs, or when they're, let's say, walking from a car in the parking lot, they try to find the closest spot because too far will make them a little too tired before they can go and actually buy anything there, or look at the number of people that they're eating too much when they go out to a restaurant and they're having trouble getting up. These are the things where you might think, well, this person can afford this big, massive steak and all this stuff. They're really successful. But here's the thing. How many times, if you were to look back later in life, if you could ask someone, if you could change it all, would you give up all those things for your health? And pretty much everybody would say yes, because your health is the one thing no one can take from you because it's there. You see, we have to be willing to do more, because investing in our health, it goes beyond having a gym membership, to some place we might not even go to. We have to be willing to change the way that we eat and also act throughout the day. See, it's one of the reasons why over a year ago, I stopped consuming meat and dairy products. Some of my friends are like, but how is that possible? That's hard. It's like, well, it was because of energy. See, what I did was I started paying attention and tracking, when was I feeling sluggish? What foods was I eating when I felt full of energy? Which ones I felt like I'm ready for a nap? And the most commonality was when I was consuming meat and dairy products, I felt sluggish. So think about the times when you're eating a big heavy meal and you might have a big steak or something, and the only thing you want to do afterwards is take a nap. That traditional food coma. Look at days like Thanksgiving, where people want to eat this massive amount of food, and afterwards they're like, okay, we're all going to pass out now. Well, when I eat food these days, because it's all plant-based, I'm full of energy, so I keep going with this intensity all day long. It's pretty fun. Some people, it's kind of scares the crap out of them because I don't really slow down. But here is the thing. See, once I made that adjustment, it didn't take very long for my energy levels to begin to skyrocket, which became great. You see, we've been conditioned when it comes to spending money on our food and health to buy food that's just not very good for us because of all the marketing saying, this is great for you, this is great for you. But it's really not. You have to look at it. If you have to think of, let's say, going back to high school chemistry class to pronounce the ingredients in something, you probably shouldn't be consuming it in the first place. So you see, these days, I make it a point only to consume foods that provide me energy. So this allows me to get substantially more done each and every day than most other people. When I look at them, I think, I could have done more. But when I describe my day to someone like, wait, you did what? Like, well, yeah, that's my new normal because I've done everything possible to optimize my energy so I can keep going nonstop from the time I wake up until the time I want to stop and spend time with, friends and family. So you see, our health, that's the internal part of what we have to do to invest in ourselves. But we also have to invest in our outward appearance. See, we live in a society where appearance is everything. No matter how much you want to say, oh, no, it's not that important. Oh, yes, it is. Simply look at how people decide which fruit and vegetables they're going to buy when they're at the grocery store. Now, think of yourself. When you pick up, let's say, an apple, a tomato, whatever, do you make sure that, oh, this is the right shape, it's the right size, it doesn't have any blemishes? So when it meets that standard definition of it, guess what you do? You buy it. Or let's just take something like a carrot. You've been conditioned that a carrot's going to look a certain way, but not all carrots look like. Some of them, they look kind of funky when they come out of the ground. But you don't see those at a grocery store because people wouldn't buy them. So those things are disposed of. So you see, appearance is so critical. And that's why we have to decide how we want to appear to our audiences so we can determine the level of success we have, because the more successful we appear, the more people are going to be attracted to what we are doing. Think of another thing. Look at how many people buy wine bottles based on the label. That all the bottles are pretty much the same. It's a standard type of bottle. Yeah, there's some decorative ones that are out there, but pretty much it's the exact same thing. The only differentiating factor is the label. So there's many friends I have, as much as they want to say, oh, they like this wine, that wine, I guarantee you, all of them at one point or another have bought a wine based on how good the label looked. Even though that there might have been a wine that could have been the most generic looking label that said, wine, we promise it's good. That could have been on the label and people would have passed it by because there was something that looked more decorative that tasted like crap next to it, but they didn't know it because they bought it off of the label. So this is why you have to focus on your appearance, because it is super critical. Because, that determines who are the people we want to be associated with. If you're not sure of that, think about how people are dressed in, let's say, high-end department stores. Places like, let's say, Nordstrom, Saks Fifth Avenue, and so on. Or just designer boutique shops that you'll find out and about. Well, what's the common thing when you notice there? The people are well-dressed. They're dressed for success. They're dressed to relate to their clients. They might be wearing suits and dresses, high-end clothes, because that's what they're representing. They're representing a feeling, a brand. Now compare this of going to, let's say, a discount store, the local dollar store, the Walmarts and places like that in the world, and think about how the people are dressed there. Do you notice a difference? Now, there's nothing wrong with the other stores, but it's a matter of who are the people you want to attract. If you're just going to wear whatever without too much of a care in the world, would you see that person working at a high-end store? No, you won't. Would they be able to attract the high-end clients that way? No. So that's why when you look at your business, you have to decide, how do you want to appear so you can attract the clients that you want? Because when you attract the right clients with your appearance, that means you're able to charge higher fees because the perceived value is substantially higher. So that being said, it's not a matter of when you look at what you're eating and, the appearance, like, oh my gosh, this could be earth-shattering, to a budget. It's not difficult at all. It's all about making little choices, such as, if you want to be able to start eating healthier without breaking the bank, just simply shop on the outside of the aisle. You eat more fruits and vegetables. It goes a lot further than anything else. I'll often go and spend, $20, $30 at a grocery store and come out with a 2 heavy sacks full of fruits and vegetables that'll take me the whole week to go through because there's just that much. As opposed to, let's say you want to have, some steaks. Well, that could have been just the steaks itself. So it goes a lot further. And then for clothes, look for sales that are out there. Think about what's stylish. Think about the outlet type stores that, that could be in existence. So the Nordstrom racks, the off of Fifth Avenue with Saks, Fifth Avenue and so on, and outlet malls. There's tons of places where you can be able to go to find stylish things that don't break the bank. And then just do a little bit each and every month. And before you know it, you've made a transition. So if you're wanting to eat healthier, do a little bit every single day to eat healthier and healthier. In terms of your wardrobe, start cutting out the old things and bring in new stuff so you can appear more stylish. And before long, you will have the appearance that you want so you can attract the clients that you want and deserve in your business. So I hope you enjoyed this today, and do me a huge favor. Go ahead and hit that share button and hit the like button, because there's someone who needs to hear this message that will help them attract more clients that they deserve because they are investing in themselves.
Thanks for listening to the Big Movement Podcast today. And be sure to subscribe so you don't miss an episode. Now that you've surely been inspired to take your entrepreneurial career and business to the next level, you can stop by the website and get more. And if you're ready to boost your business brand, be sure to grab your free report, 7 Easy Steps to Build Your Brand Today.